Tantalus the Talentless. Disclaimer: this is a simple, quick rundown on the ancient Greek myth of Tantalus, and I am not a professional, and I will be keeping this as unbiased as possible and omitting or shortening some details on other characters if I deem them too unnecessary or irrelevant. The information here is primarily from worldhistory.org and Britannica.com, with some potential extra detailings from Wikipedia, so take it all with a bit of salt, with links being in the description. Also, most of this is in order of when it was first told, such as from Homer and post-Homeric tales, trying to keep most of this as near as first told. I do encourage you and others to formulate both your own opinions and fact-check me and others. Before his sins, who was Tantalus? Tantalus was a legendary king of Sipylus. His parents were the king of the Greek pantheon, Zeus, and a titaness or nymph, Pluto. He was famous for having great wealth, and among his other kings in the Asian Empire of the time, he had even come up with a Greek expression, the talents of Tantalus. He was born a divine being and mortal parent, like many Greek heroes, and his sins are both wicked, but also learning points of crossing the divine bridge for multiple reasons, including leaking divine information to mortals, feeding his son to the gods, and stealing nectar and ambrosia from the gods to some later accounts. His first sin, leaking of divine information to mortals. Not much is actually known of what secrets exactly he leaked to the mortals, but he apparently did enough to make the gods unhappy already. Tantalus was also friends of a thief known as Pandarius, who would in later accounts steal something for his third sin. His second and most famous sin, feeding his son to the gods. Tantalus was famously known for feeding his sons to the Greek gods at their table. Being a king, he was welcomed by the gods to Olympus. According to Homer's Odyssey, he wanted to test if the gods could really know what they're eating, even if it was some forbidden food. He killed, diced up, and cooked his own son Pelops into a stew to give to the gods, who immediately all noticed something was wrong, except Demeter, who was still upset that her daughter was missing. Demeter ended up absent-mindedly eating a chunk of Pelops' shoulder, resulting so that when they made the fates reconstruct his body, he was given an ivory shoulder made by Hephaestus. Third sin, more stealing and lying. In later accounts, he is known to have stolen things from the gods, including ambrosia and nectar, the food of the gods, and given them to mortals and himself. In later stories or odes by Pindar, an ancient Greek lyric poet, he had stolen a golden dog, or mechanical dog, by Hephaestus, that was employed to guard the cave Zeus was hidden in with Rhea, Zeus' mother, who hid him from his father Kronos, or Pandarius had stolen it and given it to him, and when questioned, he claimed he knew nothing of a golden dog. His grueling punishment. Tantalus is known in Homer's Odyssey to have received the punishment of being forced to stand in a pool of water with a tree that bore fruit on low-hanging branches. It may have seemed pleasant, but the punishment only kicked in when he was hungry or thirsty, causing the pool to recede and the branches to lie just out of reach with fruit. In some cases, there is even a boulder teetering over him, ready to crush him immediately, or a mountain crushing him in some tales, and him depicted holding a rock or boulder, with some extra details being why a mountain or rock is because mountain was known as Tantalus. Tantalus' name comes from the ancient Greek proverb Tantalian punishment, which means those who have good things but are unable to enjoy them, giving rise to the English verb tantalize, which is the same idea, but just more English. Also, his son apparently was known to be trained by Poseidon as a charioteer, but eventually was thrown out of Olympus by Zeus at his anger of Tantalus. My thoughts, opinions, and other pop culture references. Tantalus is one of the big three from mortals with very terrifying eternal punishments, and I really think he's a lesson of both greed and gluttony and underestimating his lineage. While he did manage to teach the mortals some ways of the gods, he was never without repercussions, and it shows that divine power is not to be simply trifled with, no matter how intimate with or privileged you are. I'd give his punishment a donut out of 10. Tantalus is unfortunately not included very much in pop culture besides Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan, from what I could find. I'm hoping the Disney Plus show does it better than the second movie, because the first movie's alright, but the second movie is so way off on the books. Like, damn. And that'll be it.